I have always felt uninspired, and this painting I'm working on here is a good example of how things can go wrong when you feel like there are not enough good design elements in a piece like this. First, I should say that this thing that I'm working on was heavily referenced with that Norwegian black metal image, which I wanted to show you here so that it is clear how I struggled to finish this piece. The makeup I used on the fairies is very similar to usual black metal makeup. The colors black and white, the grays, though I was not very successful of using them in such a striking way as in the photograph. It was directly inspired, and the composition, at least the positioning of my main character here, was also inspired. But what I wanted to do was show a group of forest creatures leaving, and the forest was not going to be important, but the creature design should have been. And I ended up in a place where I did not like the design at all, and this happens a lot. And because I want to think about the design part first, I never get to the point where I paint things that I like. And this kind of struggle led me to start my learning process. So if you look at my other videos, you will see that mostly I'm doing studies nowadays, so that I will learn more about the world while I build up my visual library, and I hope this will result with better designs in the future. I think feeling uninspired can stem from a lack of exposure to the diverse wonders of our world. Knowledge about geography, species, plants, cultures, shapes, and other elements of our planet can be enriching for our understanding, and this can fuel creativity. Without this foundation, it's challenging to paint or create a original thing, because inspiration largely draws from the vast and varied library that the earth provides. Like Tolkien said about world building, the worlds we create can only be secondary worlds, and the inspiration for that comes from the primary world that we live in. So since I lack a lot of motivation and inspiration, I decided to go on and learn about things. One of the subjects should be geography to start with, for world building or concept design projects. Geography introduces us to a multitude of landscapes, from towering mountains to deep ocean trenches, from vast deserts to lush rainforests. Each unique environment provides a different palette of colors, textures, and forms that can spark imaginative ideas. For instance, the vibrant coral reefs might inspire a fantastical underwater scene, while the stark beauty of the Arctic can influence minimalist, serene compositions. The most important subject to learn if you want to design creatures, species, plants can be directly studying life on Earth in general. Species, whether flora or fauna, contribute significantly to our visual and conceptual library. Plants, with their countless forms, colors, and growth habits, offer endless possibilities for creative interpretation. From the towering majesty of a redwood tree to the delicate intricacy of a fern, the natural world provides templates that can be reimagined in countless ways. And I started making the studies of plants for a few years, occasionally, and I feel like it already started to have an effect on me, so that if I was painting this today, maybe I would have a better forest background. Although the trees were not the focus here, maybe I would think about a specific species and add more distinctive features to plants and trees. Cultural knowledge also broadens our perspective, exposing us to different artistic traditions, architectural styles, clothing, and rituals. Understanding diverse cultures enriches our mental repository with varied artistic techniques and aesthetics, offering new ways to approach and interpret our work. And here again, I knew I wanted no clothing at all on these creatures, but still they had body paint or tattoos, and I only had the reference image, and there was nothing more on my mind to make them appear interesting enough. I should have spent some time before I started painting on the culture of these people. Right now I don't know who they are, where they are coming from, or Where are they going? So you may think not every painter thinks about these things, but my aim was never just painting, but also creating a diverse world for myself to put these creatures in it. And I'm not trying for a completely unique world building project here. It can be generic kind of fantasy world, but I want to work on the details and try to make it believable. Without a well-rounded visual library informed by the Earth's diverse elements, it becomes challenging to innovate and create original art. I believe this knowledge provides the raw material for creativity, offering a wealth of inspiration and ideas. I'm hoping it will become easier to draw connections between seemingly unrelated elements, leading to unique and original creations that resonate with depth and authenticity. The main thing that is driving me obviously is not something like artistic achievement. I see creating detailed and immersive imaginary worlds as a powerful form of escapism. And I feel like people who are after this escape into a better world can be most of the time individuals feeling troubled. I find this world cruel and my life so mundane that this building process provides a mental refuge, offering both a temporary escape from real world problems and a means to exert control and find solace. Firstly, world building allows individuals to immerse themselves in a realm entirely of their own making. So if you're a control freak, this is something very pleasurable to do, and I can get obsessive about it as much as I want. So that is one of the reasons I think people often go into the world building disease. When life's pressures become overwhelming, retreating into a self-created universe offers a break from stressors. This new world, unbounded by the constraints of reality, can be tailored to the creator's desires and needs. Such a realm becomes a sanctuary where one's imagination reigns supreme, offering relief and distraction from the anxiety and uncertainty of daily life. Engaging in world building can offer a sense of control that may be lacking in real life. Real world problems are mostly about external factors. In contrast, a self-constructed world is a domain where the creator has absolute authority. Here they can establish rules, govern societies, and design environments that align with their ideals and preferences. This control can be profoundly comforting. I feel so powerless in this huge world, and therefore I seek that comfort. So this is me being honest about this whole project, which is about me seeking comfort. I'm in need to restore a sense of agency and empowerment, and this world does not allow me. If I just stay here, all I have is feelings of helplessness and frustration. So this will be my way of staying productive instead of whining about all the things about life. I will focus my attention to learning and then trying to build. Instead of working on my anxiety problem, I choose the process that involves dreaming up landscapes, cultures, histories, and characters, drawing the mind away from negative thoughts and towards constructive and enjoyable mental activity. Maybe this engagement can improve my mood and provide a mental reset, and it will channel energy into something positive and fulfilling, fostering a sense of accomplishment and purpose in the future. One day, finally, sharing a constructed world with others will foster a sense of connection and community also. So I'm not very close to such a goal, but if I can decide how I will continue this journey, whether through storytelling, role-playing games, or book projects, maybe I will be sharing them, and it will not be just a project in isolation. But for now, this will only work as escapism, but in time I hope it transforms the act of escape into a powerful tool for personal growth. In the meantime, I will be working on studies, and I will try to learn about the primary world so that the secondary world I created will be a better one.